Hello, my name is Cambria Rose Walsh, and I'm a current individual affiliate with the National Child Traumatic Stress Network and formerly a project director for a Category 2 center at Chadwick Center for Children and Families, which was focused on trauma-informed child welfare in the third version of the Child Welfare Trauma Training Toolkit. Today, I'm here to share a little bit about our experience of focusing on sustainability as we developed the third edition of the Child Welfare Trauma Training Toolkit. So let's start off by making sure that we have a clear understanding of what sustainability is. Sustainability is an ongoing assessment and documentation of the supports that are needed to maintain trauma-informed practices that are part of a system change effort. Why is this important when we think about working on system change in child welfare? Well, there are a few reasons. First of all, in child welfare, there's a lot of training that's required and a lot of new practices to remember. So having support to maintain what is learned is really critical. As in many fields, turnover in child welfare is very high, and this can challenge the sustainment of a culture focused on trauma-informed care. Because of this, there must be opportunities for those entering the workforce to be trained, and also for new supervisors and leaders so that they can continue to support the trauma-informed efforts. A little background on the third edition. It was developed as a curriculum for training child welfare systems about trauma and trauma-informed practice. It builds on the earlier versions that were released in 2008. We did several things to ensure that sustainability was built into the Child Welfare Trauma Training Toolkit. First of all, it was designed to train and support the entire workforce with a basic understanding of how trauma affects the client served and the workforce, and also how to approach practice and policies to really ensure that they are trauma-informed. It was meant to go beyond a one-time training and lay the groundwork for trauma-informed culture change in the organization. It was also developed for easy delivery. The slide kits all have talking points, and the exercises are clearly described, and the materials that are needed are indicated. There's also an accompanying tips for facilitators document, which provides helpful suggestions to ensure smooth and engaging training delivery. Finally, there's an implementation guide that follows the EPIS framework, which is also a very important part of the curriculum. The EPIS framework looks at the 4 primary stages of implementation: exploration, preparation, implementation, and sustainability. This guide really helps to support organizational readiness assessments in preparation to roll out the training across the child welfare system. These implementation steps help increase the sustainability of system change and ensure that implementation runs smoothly. For each of the stages in EPIS, there are considerations, reflection questions, and action steps to embark on. The training itself includes practical hands-on tools and resources related to the elements of a trauma-informed child welfare system for the overall workforce, and additional training and support for caseworkers and supervisors. There's a consultation model for supervisors to help them support caseworkers in creating psychological safety for their clients, as well as addressing secondary traumatic stress. This consultation model aims to further support sustainability of what is learned in the training and to keep the points that were brought up in the training alive as people return to their offices. To sum it up, it is critical to focus on sustainability from the start. Consider these main points from the beginning of your system change efforts. First, what steps should be taken to ensure that changes are embedded in the culture? Second, how can the entire workforce be involved so that the understanding and change in practice can permeate the organization? Third, what can supervisors and other champions do beyond the training so that changes are supported in everyday practice? And finally, what steps can be taken initially to accommodate the need for continued training and staff turnover? For example, ongoing training and support. I hope that this brief video has been helpful to you as you think about sustainability in your system change efforts. Additional resources are provided at the bottom of this video with links to the Child Welfare Trauma Training Toolkit and all of the guides I mentioned in the video. Thank you very much for your time.